Whew. Well, good morning, everybody. It's nice to see you all this morning. My name's Chris. Hello, if we haven't met yet. Yeah, we are going to get started making some music together. This first one is, by a semi-unknown Irish band called U2. Yeah, this is a good way to just kind of warm up your hearts and your minds, remembering that we're all connected. Yeah, okay, here we go. Is it getting better? Or do you feel the same? Will it make it easier on you now? You got someone to blame. You say, one love, one life, when it's one need in the night. One love, get to sharing, leaves you, baby, if you don't care for it. Did I disappoint you? Leave a bad taste in your mouth? Act like you never had love. You want me to go without? Well, it's too late tonight to drag the past out into the light. We're one, but we're not the same. We get to carry each other, carry each other. Whoa. Have you come here for forgiveness? Have you come to raise the dead? Have you come here to play Jesus to the lepers in your head? Did I ask too much, more than a lot? You gave me nothing, now it's all I got. We're one, but we're not the same. Will we hurt each other, then we do it again? You say love is a temple, love the higher law. Love is a temple, love the higher law. You ask me to enter, and then you make me crow. But I can't be holding on. another world.
Good morning, everybody. I'm supposed to say hi for Chris. He's going to be busy tuning up for this next song, which is kind of a new one. It was a request from Ian. How's everybody doing today? This next song is called Hard as a Drum by Beck, actually. I invite you to check out that whole album, Morning Phase. It's an amazing experience.
Driving wheel circling around your riding wheel. See only what you feel. Keeps you turning when you're standing still. You try to run from the trouble when it comes. You follow the drum, keeping time with everyone. As the light of day falling down across your lost highway. Why does it hurt this way? To come so far to find they've closed the gates. You lost your tongue when you fall from the pendulum. Your heart is a drum, time with everyone. Everyone, hear the drum from the undertow. I need to find someone to show me how to play it slow. Just let it go. By the rays of the sinking sun, you follow the drum, keeping time with everyone. Going beat, beat, it's beating me down. Beat, 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 it's beating me down. Day after day, it's turning around till all the days Take a nice deep breath, if you would. And this morning, I hope that you find yourself noticing your connection to the people around you and feeling like you're welcome, like you're home. Maybe feeling a little bit like you're creating some of that for people around you too. Take another deep breath. Let it out. It's all right to have a body, but it has needs. As always, you can get up and move around like you want to. Pardon me here while I do this again. Let's see. Oh boy. Whose idea was it to put these two songs next to each other? Oh, sorry. Take a breath for me now, please, as I'm stressing out as you guys are watching me tune. So we haven't actually sung this song for a little bit now. And thank you, George. Yeah. So it's been a little bit since we've sung this song. It's called Guiding Light. And
Baba.
yeah, bye-bye. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So a few years back, I got to hear this guy, Foy Vance, play, I guess it was the Cedar Cultural Center. And one of the highlights for me was hearing him sing this song. And I really, let's see. I got to think through this real quick, sorry. One of the things that amazed me was just like the way that we could instantly feel like we were connected. And with his sweet little Irish accent, he looked at us in the crowd and he said, "You know, a lot of people think I wrote this song about God, but actually I wrote it about you." And there was something really beautiful in that. And at the same time, I felt like he was maybe missing something. Like, where else do we experience God but among us, between us, through us, around us? Feel the connection as the baby is ripped from her mother. Oh boy. But anyway, just wonder for a minute. I hope you can sing along with this as we sing, as we're looking for a home, finding it in something mysterious that we find in our togetherness. This is Guiding Light. 2, 3, 4. Well, the road is wide, and waters run on either side, and my shadow in the fading light, stretching out towards the night. Cause the sun is low, and I yet have still so far to go. My lonely heart is beating soul. Tired of the wonder, but there's a sign ahead. Though I think it's the same one again. And I'm thinking about my only friend. So I find my way home. So try to sing this part out when I need to get home. You're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding
When the air is cold and yonder lies my slaving soul, by the branches broken like bones, this weekend tree no longer holds. Oh, but the night is still, and I have not let lost my will. And though I will keep on moving till I find my way home.
Sing it again here. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. Oh, when I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. Oh, when I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. Lead me on, lead me strong, like the road I walk on. 'Cause when I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. You sing it out. 'Cause when I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light.
Am I next? Okay. Good morning, Fabric. Oh gosh, I'm feeling that like right in my chest. I don't know, like this swelling feeling of love and connection. Thank you, band. My name is Laureen, and I love this community. I think one thing that I'm thinking about after that song and what Chris said about connection and God being between and among us. My family is a part of a family group on Friday nights, and on Friday when we met, we realized that all 4 of the families that were gathering had 8th graders who had just transitioned out of 8th grade. We made it through middle school. So just being able to mark moments like that with others who are experiencing that along with you is some of the magic of this community, and something I'm so grateful for. So to all the kids and the parents who are feeling all those feelings as we wrap up the school year, even the folks here who aren't directly connected to schools, there's just some feeling about the start of June and the start of summer. So I'm trying to breathe into all that means right now. So thanks for being here and being part of our community this morning. Thanks to everyone who's joining on the live stream. I know we have some families actually that are graduating seniors from high school today, and so it's a really special time of year, and one that's filled with all sorts of feelings. We have kids with us this morning and for the next 3 weeks. So I know normally when they're getting their amazing programming in the gym area, they all get up and they leave, and it feels like a vacuum of energy leaves the room. And so I'm glad for that energy to be here with us this morning and for the next 3 weeks as we talk about this new conversation about being unleashed. We do have space for the younger kids in the nest, 6 months to 2 years. So when we're done getting these introductions out of the way, we'll have those young ones go to the nest if they need to. We're a casual spot, and we want you to feel free to get up and move around as you need to. There's coffee and tea and water over here. Bathrooms are down the hallway and on the left. There's also a gender-neutral, wheelchair-accessible, changing table-ready restroom in the teacher's lounge, and there are signs that get you there. If it's your first time here, a special welcome to you. It is a super special day because we have a baptism happening. So we're glad, no matter why you came today, we're glad that you're here. We have new fabric merch, including shirts like this. Ian has on his flannel. So the merch store with all new fabric merch is open through the end of this week. So get your orders in if you're wanting to check out some of the new ways that we can advertise and let people know about fabric out in the community. We're also encouraging people to make Google reviews of this community so that more people can find us who will be filled with the same sort of warmth and connection that we experience being here. The Sunday paper has all sorts of information. I mentioned it's summertime and we're going to be on the move. So keep an eye on what's happening in the Sunday paper so you'll know where to find us each week. We're going to be here for this week and 2 more weeks. We got Pride at the end of the week, and then we're going to be at Minnehaha Falls for the rest of the summer. So just keep an eye on where we're going to be, because summer is a time to move about. There's also a communication card where you can share your ideas, share your prayer requests, share feedback about whatever you're experiencing here. The staff reads those every Monday and takes those really seriously, and it's a good way for you to let us know what your needs are so that we can address those needs. I think that's it. as I said, just feel free to get up as you need to, and I'm going to ask those who need to be in the nest if you want to head on out that way to the media center. That opportunity is available for age 6 months through 2 years. So, so why don't we get up and say hi to someone we may or may not know, and if you need something to, sort of talk about. This series is called Unleashed, and when I think about Unleashed, I think about dogs. And I have a dear dog in my life, so if you want to talk about dogs, that'd be great. Otherwise, just whatever moves you. Thanks for being here.
Hey, everybody. It's Melissa. I just got the green light that you can hopefully hear me and see me. Yes, awesome. So hello to all of you at home this morning. I've heard from a couple of you needing to or choosing to live stream the gathering, so I hope you can feel our love and energy coming your way from here in Minneapolis, South Minneapolis. If you are like a Google signed in person, you can add in the comments like, hey, from wherever you are. So that's kind of fun, either now or later when you're watching. And just invite you to share whatever you experienced this morning, whatever is going on in your life as you try to move through this all and weave yourself, your deepest self with that of others, and with this big mystery, this love that we are coming together each week to remember, we're a part of that. We're a part of something bigger. And we can't always explain it or talk about it in the same words, but we can feel it, we can experience it, we can remember it, and help each other practice our response to it. So that's what we do. And let us know how that's going for you. We have a virtual communication card on our website, fabricmpls.com, under contact. So you can fill it out there, but I hope you're enjoying something delicious and refreshing or warm to drink and in a comfortable spot to continue to be nourished this morning and get the pause and the energy you need for your week ahead and to show up in this world that needs you and me and us together. So thanks. Good morning. Also, there's a baptism today, so thanks for being part of FIA's community. Who's being baptized, and all of us that need a community from the time we're tiny to the time we're gone from this earth. So let's keep doing that. Thank you.
We're going live in a minute here. Thanks. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Thanks for being here. I love hearing the buzz in the room. It's always good to connect and get introduced. But we have a lot to do today. So I'll invite you to, when your conversations come to a natural end, to bring it on back in here. Good morning, good morning. I'm Ian. It's good to be together. Thanks for being here. Again, special welcome if you're a first-time visitor among us. It's good to be here and get to know you a little bit. So, we are starting a new series today that we're calling Unleashed, and kind of starting with some central questions about this thing that we call church. So, like, what if? What if is the line that's been the start of questions that have been in my head all week as we've been thinking about this coming up. Like, what happens when church isn't a place that you go, but it's something that we are together? When we unleash the idea that church is about authentically showing up and building belonging and being part of something bigger than ourselves, what could that look like? Isn't it interesting what shows up when we give people the chance to imagine? I'm always amazed at what happens when people are given space and time to just relax and be and imagine a little bit, rather than just kind of going in the ruts that we get stuck in sometimes. So I want to start today by reading a book, but I'm not going to read it. We have a video. It's a children's book called What Do You Do with an Idea? And it's written by Kobi Yamada. The pictures are great, so we're going to watch it on the screens. And I want to invite you to let this book sort of help to get into a bit more of an imaginative space, okay? So kids out there, we're going to watch this. If you can't see the screen from where you are, you can go back up here with me if you want. I'm going to sit right up here. But let's go ahead and read this book together.
The Story Rug presents What Do You Do with an Idea?
What Do You Do with an Idea? Written by Kobi Yamada, illustrated by May Besom. One day, I had an idea. Where did it come from? Why is it here? I wondered. What do you do with an idea? At first, I didn't think much of it. It seemed kind of strange and fragile. I didn't know what to do with it. So, I just walked away from it. I acted like it didn't belong to me. But it followed me. I worried what others would think. What would people say about my idea? I kept it to myself. I hid it away and didn't talk about it. I tried to act like everything was the same as it was before my idea showed up. But there was something magical about my idea. I had to admit, I felt better and happier when it was around. It wanted food. It wanted to play. Actually, it wanted a lot of attention. It grew bigger, and we became friends. I showed it to other people, even though I was afraid of what they would say. I was afraid that if people saw it, they would laugh at it. I was afraid they would think it was silly. And many of them did. They said it was no good. They said it was too weird. They said it was a waste of time and that it would never become anything. And at first, I believed them. I actually thought about giving up on my idea. I almost listened to them. But then I realized, what do they really know? This is my idea, I thought. No one knows it like I do, and it's okay if it's different and weird and maybe a little crazy. I decided to protect it, to care for it. I fed it good food. I worked with it. I played with it. But most of all, I gave it my attention. My idea grew and grew, and so did my love for it. I built it a new house, one with an open roof where it could look up at the stars, a place where it could be safe to dream. I liked being with my idea. It made me feel more alive, like I could do anything. It encouraged me to think big, and then to think bigger. It shared its secrets with me. It showed me how to walk on my hands, because, it said, It is good to have the ability to see things differently. I couldn't imagine my life without it. Then, one day, something amazing happened. My idea changed right before my very eyes. It spread its wings, took flight, and burst into the sky. I don't know how to describe it, but it went from being here to being everywhere. It wasn't just a part of me anymore. It was now a part of everything. And then I realized what you do with an idea. You change the world.
Thank you for coming to the story room.
All right.
This story.
So I love this book because the child has this idea that they're not so sure about at first. They're not so sure what to do with it. It's awkward. Ideas are kind of awkward sometimes. Ideas are kind of fragile. But over time, this kid works with the idea and put effort into it, and it changed everything. So kids, if you are not already up front, we've got these sheets, and I'm curious what you would maybe fill out on here, either by drawing or writing, if you write words. This thought bubble here is, I wonder how kids might feel welcomed and included here by me. So I want to find out from you what you think. How could kids feel welcomed and included here by you? You can draw pictures or scribble all over it or write words, whatever feels right for you, okay? And if you need to bring an adult with you, or adults, if you need to come up and scribble a little bit too, that's all right too, okay? Oh, and also I want to welcome back Heidi and Della, who have been gone for 6 weeks. Mario and Luigi have been with us, but they are here with you too. So yeah, thank you for being here. It's good to see you. Welcome back. Yeah, can't believe you missed out on Mario and Luigi though. That was wild. So there's this idea of a paradigm shift that I want to talk a little bit about. A fundamental change in approach or underlying assumptions. A paradigm shift is a change in how we understand something so fundamentally that we can't go back. And I think that church, the idea of church, like what do we do with an idea? The idea of church can be one of those ideas where it's not just a building. It's not just a place that you go. It's not just a way of doing a service on a Sunday morning. But it's actually something that's alive and it changes and it breathes. It's something that we tend to. It's something that we grow. Just recently we had a guest with us, Dave Scher, who talked about his deep love for pithy statements. And so are you ready for a pithy statement? Came up with one on my own. So I really am playing with this idea that we don't go to church, we grow it. Hey, pithy! All right. So there's this sort of, just to acknowledge the sort of elephant in the room, right? That depending on where you go, there are these traditional ideas of the right model of doing church, of being church. Fabric is an experiment in being church, so we're always trying to innovate and connect with where people are at, right? But there's all sorts of these traditional models, like, oh, the church I go to is the place that I go to be fed. You know, after a long week, it's where I go. And that might be true. Maybe that's true for you. Or there's this idea of like I go to a church because they do what I like, right? Like the kind of music is what I like, or the programs are what I like, or like they have the right take on everything until they don't, and then I leave and go find somewhere else. And it kind of turns into this thing where there's where what we do on Sunday mornings or whatever day of the week becomes sort of this product that we consume. And churches tend to kind of compete against one another in some kind of ugly ways. And so what I want to play with a little bit and invite you into thinking about church not as a franchise, but as a co-op, okay? So a franchise model, not far from my house, within walking distance, there are 2 Caribou Coffees. You could throw a baseball and play catch from the parking lot of one to the parking lot of the other. One is great because it's a drive-through. So when I'm in a hurry, I can go there. The other one is really good at, they have like a nice sort of warm, cabin-y feeling inside. So it's a good place to go to sit and be in a coffee shop. But the product is fundamentally the same. The training that the employees go through, the suppliers of their coffee and their cream and their cake pops, is what my kids love, are all the same. So it's essentially like a franchise, right? This idea of like, there's the corporate headquarters, and then there's pop-ups that mimic each other, right? And so that, I think, is oftentimes what you see in the sort of spiritual space in the church world. But a co-op, on the other hand, a co-op is a social, spiritual enterprise made and remade by people who are invested in it, all right? And so I want to start thinking, as we think about this idea that is church, think about church as a co-op, something that is an enterprise, a social enterprise, a spiritual or religious enterprise that is shaped and reshaped and molded and changed over time by people who are invested in it. And what kind of keeps people core, the guidelines and the things that kind of give direction, are a shared set, maybe a shared set of values or approach. It's like in jazz music, where if you are a saxophone player, a piano player, or whatever, and you're about to improvise in a jazz song. I was in jazz band. It was the moment that made me sweat more than anything else. I was a saxophone player, and it was like, I got 8 bars, and I was scared out of my mind. But then I learned that we're all playing in a scale, right? There's a scale. And if you hit any note in that scale, at whatever rhythm happens, it might not sound great, but it probably will sound okay, right? Freedom. So within a scale, so I feel like this church is co-op model, this shared values and approach together. It's a scale to play in and improvise in. It's like heartbeats that are synced up together that we end up dancing to, however we do, right? Is kind of the model and the beauty and the possibility, I think, of when we unleash this idea of what is church anyway. And so for Fabric, while we are rooted in the Lutheran Church, we have chosen to be kind of a co-op, collaboration with a shared vision and dancing to a common beat. About a month and a half ago, we had an event called What's Up with Fabric. It's kind of like our annual meeting that we have a few times a year. Time to get together, to share ideas, to hear about the financial update of how we're doing, any big things that are coming up, initiatives, that sort of thing, and to get some feedback and just to kind of talk to each other about how things are going. And so April 13th, we had one at Wild Mind Ales. It was super, super, super fun. And we had conversation in 4 different groups. These conversations were around sort of 4 key aspects of leveling up our posture of welcome and belonging as an experiment in being church. And so I would summarize those 4 conversations as a posture. Like, how can we together posture ourselves, hold a posture of welcome related to how we act as a community on Sundays? And the second one, and not just Sundays, but kind of throughout the week, the second one was around demographics. Like, what kinds of things can we do to make sure that people in all their glorious specificity feel and experience belonging and welcome? The third conversation group was talking about sharing fabric and telling other people that we exist, right? Because we believe that there's a lot of people in the community and in the world that need this kind of community. What do we need, each of us, in order to tell and invite others? What do we need to develop to share fabric within our networks? And the fourth conversation was about on-ramping. So if somebody comes in and they're curious and they're kind of, wanting to get involved, how can we do a more effective job of creating on-ramps for people at a pace that they're looking for and are comfortable with? Across all four groups, and if you were there, you may remember, there was this incredible buzziness in the room. There was this just hum of excitement and energy and conversation that was happening in that space. Rather than rattling off all the raw data and all the ideas that we came up with, I'm going to say that actually it wasn't really the point. Instead of just telling you all those data points that the board has gathered, that the Fabric board has gathered, I want to emphasize that having this kind of conversation in this way matters deeply. It really matters to the health and longevity and sustainability of community. It felt exciting and rare to be a part of it. I heard from one person who's been around Fabric since its inception many years ago that it felt like being on kind of like the launch team. Like it was like a really exciting kind of conversation to be a part of. And what I have, as I've sat for the last month and a half with the data and with the memory of the conversation and what I heard and was a part of the conversations I was a part of and have been a part of since, what I've heard people asking, related to Fabric in particular, but kind of church writ large, is how can this community become more clearly a reflection of all of us? And how can we make space for others to experience belonging in all the ways that we've learned to, for those of us who have been a part of this for a minute? There's no shortage in that room that day. There was no shortage of love for what Fabric already is and has been. But the work ahead seems to be about three things. So we've got three directions in our work together. One is on shared ownership, like making that love more visible. The second is in relational invitation and belonging, like while lowering barriers to participation. And the third is on embodied values toward impact, gently, creatively welcoming more people in without expectation, but with genuine invitation and tenderness for like what people are bringing into the room, right? What people are bringing into relationships together. And then getting out in the larger community as Fabric. This community, we're learning, isn't just for us. It's made by us. So there's a useful metaphor that I want to share with you from the Bible, from 1 Corinthians 12, where the Apostle Paul, who's been like writing and starting churches and in conversation about what does it even mean to be a church with people who are different, and there's all sorts of conflict that arises anytime people get together to do anything, right? Here we are in that world too. And he was writing to the people in this city called Corinth. It's a big urban area. And here's what he wrote. And I think this is a good metaphor for us. Listen to many parts of one body. He said that Christ, the word for a name or a title given to Jesus, is just like the human body. A body is a unit and has many parts, and all the parts of the body are one body, even though there are many parts. We were all baptized by one Spirit into one body, whether Jew or Greek or slave or free, and we were given one Spirit to drink. Certainly, the body isn't just one part, but many. If the foot says, "I'm not a part of the body because I'm not a hand," does that mean it's not part of the body? If the ear says, "I'm not a part of the body because I'm not an eye," what would happen to the hearing? And if the whole body were an ear, what would happen to the sense of smell? But as it is, God has placed each one of the parts of the body just like they wanted. If one part suffers, all the parts suffer with it. If one part gets glory, all the parts celebrate with it. And this is the part where he says, you are the body of Christ and parts of each other. I want to emphasize that idea, that you belong as you are, but also who you are matters to the whole. The whole isn't whole without you. The body doesn't work if some parts are passive or silent. I want to just zoom out briefly beyond just you as an individual too. Like fabric is one part of a large kind of body of this movement that is like the church, right? We may be an eye. There are ears elsewhere. We don't need to do what ears do, right? Like we have our particular role. We have our particular space that we inhabit. This idea of participating in and stitching together God's big vision of love for the world as many parts of the whole, that's real, like, what do you do with an idea, that book stuff. This is significant enough a commitment that we still participate in sort of ritualizing important moments. Like Laureen mentioned earlier in the welcome, there are these big moments in life that deserve being named, that deserve taking time to acknowledge. Things like communion, right? We do that sometimes. We do baptisms sometimes. Today, we're going to do a baptism. In fact, we're going to do a baptism right now. So I'm going to invite Fia. Miss Fia, are you ready? And all of Fia's people, Chris and Jen. Okay, great. Come on up. We're going to gather around this water over here. You guys can hang out right here for a moment, okay? And you can help me in a second. Let's have you guys come just kind of right back here. I may even move I'm going to move some things around to make this a little bit easier. Let's go like this. Sorry if we splash your toes over here. Okay, sweet. Okay, all right, so you guys, do you want to sit on the rug here for me? That would be very great. Awesome. So we are, welcome. Hi. Hello. So we're going to start. Dan, do you have the mic? I'm going to grab this from you. Great. Chris, can I give this to you because we'll start with you. Yep. So Jen and Chris, trusting in the love of God and the hope and strength found in shared community. Do you desire to have Fia baptized? If so, say, we do. We do.
We do.
Fantastic. As you bring Fia to be baptized, you're choosing to root her life in love and in belonging and in the deep story of God's presence in the world. As her parents, you're invited to walk with her on this journey, to raise her in community, to give her the microphone among people who are also learning to live with grace and hope. You're committing to share with her the stories and wisdom in our shared lineage of trust and faith, to help her discover the way of Jesus and his work for justice, and to support her as she learns to listen for the divine, to trust, to pray, and to grow. Our hope is that as Fia grows, she will know that she's held by love and that her life matters, and that she has something beautiful and important to offer the world, caring for others, tending to creation, and being a force for peace and healing. How sweet. And so, Chris and Jen, no pressure, that's a big thing. Do you promise to help Fia grow in this way of love, knowing however that unfolds? If so, you can say, we do.
We do.
Excellent. And then to Fia's godparents, Ren, Catherine, Dan, you have an important role in Fia's life too. Do you promise to show her what love looks like, to cheer her on, to ask big questions with her, to share stories of hope and justice, and help her always remember that she belongs just as she is? If so, will you say we do?
We do.
Excellent. Now, I need kids' help. Kids, if there's any kids in the room, will you come up here around this area right up here? Come on and take a seat with me, because you have an important role too. Because kids are super important, okay? So whether you're up here with me or if you're in your seats, I have a question for all the kids, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah? Okay. Oh, yes, Fia, come on up. Welcome, welcome. Okay, kiddos. So Fia is getting baptized today. And that means that she's a part of this big, beautiful vision of love, which includes each one of you. You're a part of that vision of love too. Will you help Fia to feel welcome? Will you cheer her on and help her grow and remind her that she's loved just the way she is? If so, can you give me a big thumbs up, double thumbs up? Yeah? Great. Okay, now all of you aren't off the hook either. Okay? We are not off the hook, because a part of unleashing our and you guys can stay up here with me, okay? All right, sweet. A part of unleashing our sense of ownership and authorship in being church are the commitments that we make to one another too, right? And so I ask you, will you commit to ongoing support of Fia and of Chris and Jen and Shiloh, Avden, Brielle, and Lenny in their lives together and among us? If so, will you say we will? We will. That's great news. Thank you. So let's take a moment to kind of ground ourselves and remember the bigger story that we are a part of, that Fia is a part of. According to one of the creation stories, from the very beginning, God's Spirit moved over water, just like this water over here, creating life and beauty and possibility. Water has always been an important part of how God shows up in floods that both devastate and make space for fresh beginnings. You feel it? Woo! Gotcha. In the Red Sea that opened so that people could move from captivity to liberation, and in the river where Jesus was baptized and reminded of who he was. In the rivers, lakes, and streams here and across this country that have provided for and been cared for, stewarded, and protected by Native people for millennia. Baptism is just one of the ways that we mark that we're a part of this story too. A story where love is stronger than fear, where life keeps springing up, even when loss seems so large, and where we're invited to keep growing into who we're created to be. And so today, as we gather together around this water, we remember that God is still creating and still freeing and still calling us into something new. And so, I'm going to invite Fia and Chris and Jen and Lenny and Brielle to come on up here. Get untangled. Awesome. All right, can you all see if I stand right here? Okay. Fia, do you want to come see this water? This bowl that's inside the other bowl is a bowl that Chris's great grandpa was baptized in, and Chris was baptized in, and a ton of other family members have been baptized in. And Sophia is joining that part of the family too. How does it feel? Oh, thank you. This is not how it goes. But thank you. Okay, let's get down here. I've asked Lenny and Brielle to help me with doing the water. So should I do one and each of you do one? Okay. Fia Marie, hi. I baptize you in the name of God the Creator. Go ahead, Brielle. And Jesus the Son. And go ahead, Lenny. And the Spirit of love in the world. And Chris and Jen, do you want to get a little water on her too? Yeah? Sorry. Good job. Sponsors, do you want to come on up and get a little water on her? Come on up. Yeah, I'll get out of your way. Here we go. It takes a community. Here's a towel to wipe her off. There you go. Fia, remember that you are a beloved child of God and a beloved member of this community, claimed and marked for freedom. Now I'm going to light this candle too. Chris, can I give you this baptismal candle? You can show it to Fia. And go ahead, Dan.
Jesus said.
Oh, got the mic here.
Jesus said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will have the light of life. Fia, your light is already shining. Continue to share your light with us so that we can create a more just and loving world.
Yes. I think we should give a round of applause for Fia. She did great. Yay. And Chris and Jen, my understanding is, do you have a strip that you want to put into the weaving wall too? We'll get one. Okay, that sounds great. We'll have that weaving moment together whenever you have it. That'll be great, because this is one of the ways that we mark kind of all of our stories getting all tangled into each other's and into the wider world is with the weaving wall over here. Great. Maybe godparents, do you want to tie a knot into that? And then as they do this and tie a knot and then weave it into the wall. Kids, do you want to stay up here with me? We can hang out together? Okay, sounds good. Great job. Thank you, guys. Okay, kids, let's come on up here and chat, all right? Sweet. Hi. So I was just going to, oh gosh, I forgot to give this to you too. Just a sec, you guys. This is from Fabric Kids, a tie blanket and a note for Fia to remember that she is a part of us and we are a part of her. We'll always be with you and with her. Yay. Yay! All right, kiddos. Come here. I'm going to grab this and bring it over here. And you all can come over here too, because we're going to talk about drums. We're going to talk about it. Okay, but before we play the drums, okay, do you ever wash your hands?
Yes.
You do? Oh, good. I'm glad. Do you ever, take baths? Yeah? Do you drink water?
Yeah.
You do. Good. Okay, anytime that you drink water, or wash up, or get rained on outside, you ever getting rained on? I get rained on, and I think, oh, I'm just wet. But it's really important to remember, whenever you touch water, get rained on, whatever, just like Fia just got all wet in that water, that you aren't the only one getting rained on. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that you are, remember, water can help us to remember that you're loved, that each one of us is loved, we belong. Yeah, we have a place. Yeah. Yeah. So, I'm curious, did you do one of the sheets?
Yeah.
I'm curious, what?
I finished.
You finished? Okay, what are some ways that we can help people, other kids, know that they belong and are welcome?
I do.
What do you think?
Say good morning.
Say good morning, yeah.
Good morning.
Yes. Yeah. We say hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else?
Smile at them.
We smile at them. I love it.
We get mad at them.
We what?
We get mad at them.
We get mad at them. If sometimes we get mad and we have to figure out what to do with those feelings, don't we? Yeah, that's hard. That's kind of hard work, but we do it together, right? Yeah. I think all the ideas that you all come up with for how we can welcome people and make sure they know that they belong is really good stuff. It's like this. It's like the beat. We're gonna talk about drums. Are you ready? It's kind of like the drum beat that we all learn, the beat that we learn that then we can dance to. So I'm going to need your help. I think we have some instruments and some helpers who are going to bring some instruments. Okay? No, not these ones back here. We'll leave those ones for the band. But I'm going to start with this beat. Do you hear it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Heidi. Do you all want to go find an instrument? And we're going to just do this beat together, okay? Oh, here's some more instruments back here. Great. And when we learn the beat to a song, then we can start playing our instruments in different ways. We're on the beat. Try tapping it. Okay? Nice. Do you see the beat that I'm doing, or do you hear it? Okay. Now everyone has an instrument. You have hands. You can tap your bodies. You can clap to this beat. Yeah? We also have a lot of extra instruments, so maybe we can just distribute some. All right? Yeah? Now, if we're all beating to the same beat and maybe moving our bodies a little bit, does it make you kind of want to dance a little bit? Yeah. We can like improvise within this. So let's see. Sunny, can you shake that tambourine like this? Shake it. Yeah. Ooh, that sounded good. Ooh, yeah, we got a little improv on the egg shakers. Yep. But we're all going to the same beat. All right? Now, we're going to do a song together in a minute. In three, and I think we'll learn it by stopping our instruments for just a moment. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, stop. Nice. All right. I'm going to have you repeat after me to learn the words, and then we're going to finish with a song. Are you ready? Okay. It goes like this. Ding dong, I've got the rhythm. In my head. Hot dog, I've got the rhythm in my head. Ding dong, I've got the rhythm in my head. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, hot dog. You got it. Let's play the song. You can stand up and you can play your instruments, and we are going to learn to dance and to play in the beat together and have the rhythm in our bodies, okay? Because that's what this is all about. Are you ready? Okay, let's hit play, and we'll find what beat is. Do you hear it? Ding dong, I've got the rhythm in my head. Ding dong, I've got the rhythm in my head. Ding dong, I've got the rhythm in my head. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Hot dog! The rhythm in my head. Ding dong, I've got the rhythm in my head. Ding dong, I've got the rhythm in my head. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Hot dog! Nice. Got the rhythm in my hand. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Hot dog! Here, hit this with that. Hot dog! Nice. Nice job, guys. Ding dong, I've got the rhythm in my feet. Hot dog, I've got the rhythm in my feet. Hot dog, I've got the rhythm in my feet. Ding dong, ding dong. Hot. Try doing yours together. Got the rhythm in my head. Ding dong, I've got the rhythm in my feet. Ding dong, ding dong, dong. Hot dog! Ding dong, I've got the rhythm in my hands. Hot dog, I've got the rhythm in my hands. Ding dong, got the rhythm in my feet. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Hot dog. Do you want to try hitting it? Just a moment. Do you want to try it? Yay! Okay, we just remember we have all got the rhythm in our bodies, in our heads, our hands, our hearts, our feet, our nose, and we get to do this thing together and keep imagining what we do with an idea to welcome people and make sure they know they belong. May it be so. You can put your instruments in this basket with Heidi. Great job. Wait.
So one more time. Ding dong. Oh, all right. Oh, thanks a lot, Ian, you ding dong. So in group this week, we'll be talking about what did Ian talk? I don't know, something about hot dogs. No, but it's a good moment to pass those baskets you'll find in the aisles. Put your communication cards in there. If you came expecting to put in money to support this community, we welcome that as always. And if you're new around here, just know that we think that you being here is plenty a gift. So thanks for that. The last two songs we got for you before we zip out of here today are ones that I wrote. And we thought this one in particular would be appropriate for the morning. It's called With a Little Bit of Love. Turn to your heavy loads, pretending stones are worth their weight in gold. The hurried hustle helps avoid the slow. When it's what you really need, you know. It's easy and hard, feeling this way, breaking your back and seeing no change. Just what you do, putting all that on you, grinding away like we're insane. What can't be done with a little bit of love? It could even be fun, the falling and the getting up. All the hard things that you've been thinking of, we can. Say it with me. Oh, we can. With a little bit of love. It all comes crashing down. Another wave and you feel you'll surely drown. Never thought you'd look for it, then it hits you like a ton of bricks. What do? You can't see your way through. You're feeling You should have known that's how it begins. Then you're caught in the spin. Let the breath in and say it again and again and again and again. What can't be done with a little bit of love? It could even be fun, maybe falling and the getting up. With all the hard things that you've been thinking of, we can say it with me. Oh, we can. Love is all around you, even if it's hard to see. You can't live without it. It's like the air we breathe. Love is flowing through you, even if you don't believe. Generous and patient, simply asking you and me. Can't be done with a little bit of love. It could even be fun, the falling and the getting up. With all the hard things that you've been thinking of, we can say it with me. Oh, we can. 'Cause what can't be done with a little bit of love could even be fun, the falling and the getting up. With all the hard things that you've been thinking of, we can say it with me. Oh, we can. With a little bit of love. With a little bit of love. Sing it one more time with a little bit of love. With a little bit of love. Yeah, thanks so much. What do you say we stand up for this last one and we'll head on out into a beautiful day. Maybe it's utopian, maybe it's never gonna be. Oh, Pollyanna, optimism, oh, maybe we can see. Oh, we are a threefold chord, one, all things and oneness itself. We will not let go, won't break with the weight, 'cause we are woven. Independent, solitary, or maybe we just don't know where to start. Oh, let the fear in and let the schedule win. Even with the warning of our loneliness, but we are a threefold chord. One, all things and oneness itself. We will not let go. Won't break with the weight, 'cause we are woven. One, all things and oneness itself. We will not let go. Won't break with the weight. Oh, we are a threefold chord. One, all things and oneness itself. We will not let go. Won't break with the weight, 'cause we are woven.
Thank you, band. Thank you all for being here. And thank you, Sonny, for being here. My friend Sonny's here with me today. Next week, we'll have a slightly shortened gathering and go outside then for Fabric Fun Fest. A lot of activities and food out in the parking lot. So come on over for that. It's going to be a great week. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being Fabric. Let's go out and make a more peaceful world, yeah? All right. Woo! Yay! We can do it! Yay!